Note: this video's format is inspired by many people.
Hey guys, today we're gonna be doing a Roblox gameplay. Oh shit!
Yes, Roblox. A game with games. You know it, you love it, you hate it, but if you're watching this video, you know it. If you don't, well, I literally just mentioned what it is. Haven't you been listening? What? On r/Roblox, there was a post asking that if you had a big movie budget to adaptate one Roblox game of your choice, what would it be? Some answers were good, some were meh, some were just overused. No real bad ones, but good question. Roblox games can be bad, they can be good, but most importantly, let's think about it. Honestly, some of these games have so much potential to be movies. I mean, not all of them, but some of them. Heck, maybe one of these movies could easily make the top 50 highest grossing films ever. So here are 10 Roblox games that can be a movie, in no specific order. This was a really dumb video. First up, we got Bots and Muskets, which is a parody game of Guts and Black Powder, presumably. This is just a silly, fun version of said game, maybe other related games. Now, you might be scratching your head and wondering, this can literally just be a simple war movie. What were you thinking? But hear me out for a sec. How about a modern-day comedy movie of the Napoleonic Wars? As of writing the script, a new update came out. That's all for this segment. Let's look at number 9. The normal elevator is a classic. You just sit around in an elevator and just wait for something to happen. Truly a nostalgic piece of Roblox history. How a movie like this works is basically your main characters get trapped in a weird elevator and must figure out how to escape. The floors will be random, real levels in the game itself. This might actually not work, and I have less hope for this. And there's also barely any floors, so yeah. But there's other elevator games on Roblox, don't forget that. Bait and switch Roblox games aren't too bad. They're not a new thing, but you know what it is. You think the game is normal, but underneath the spoopy mask, it's not. Among these games, one of them is called Submarine Simulator. Basically, it looks like a submarine game, but underneath the surface, it's way more than that. So much lore, monster, just one monster, and a bunch of stuff. And the Beatles, don't forget that. The lore is, spoiler alert, basically in 1952, engineers made a submarine for the Mariana Trench, and a man named Brian Joe, who has a daughter in the hospital, volunteers. Meanwhile, in the trench, there's a monster named Jerry, terrorizing you in FNAF style levels of the game. Brian's daughter unfortunately dies in the hospital, and the last day of the game, Jerry goes up with you, and then it ends with Brian and his daughter sitting peacefully, though they might already be dead. Obviously, the movie will follow the same plot as the game. It would be shorter than you'd expect, and it would just be too similar to Iron Man, as someone pointed out. Considering they're literally making a movie about that, directed by Markiplier himself. Did you guys, even know this? Ah yes, another classic. Another banger.
I know bangers!
Natural disaster survival. Fortunately, the story is just non-existent. There's no story in the game, where all you need to do is just survive disasters. But it's up to you guys, to our imagination. But I mean,
Let's do it!
Up next we got Doomspire Brickpal and still no lore. But hey, we don't need lore. This doesn't deserve lore. But it's still a good game, nonetheless. One user said that it could be a Michael Bay type film, with all the explosions and stuff. I can honestly see this being a movie. A war movie with 4 sides. And just bring some comedy in, and you just got yourself a successful war movie. Though, I don't know, write a script in the comments below for any of these movies. Honestly, I had no idea what Zeppelin Wars was until I played Wenda. So there's two sides, the pirates and the patrol. Both sides fight each other's zeppelins with different game modes, but unlike some games here, this one actually has some lore, which is perfect for a movie. A war zeppelin movie would be a great movie, even though zeppelins aren't really the best transport. In this game, you play as a guy who goes nuts at like a nightclub and just go full quiet kid there and just kills everybody. After he goes no Russian on the nightclub, he goes home to see that zombies are now invading, which he kills all of them. When he tries to sleep, however, he goes full FNAF 4. If you die in this game, you're put in a soft lock, so yeah. After he leaves his place, burns a house down, kills somebody, and leaves the country. Yeah, that's the whole story. This could work better as a short film, or like if the game gets updated with more story. It seems we have to make up our minds what happens next. Solid story for a movie though. Doors is one of the most well-known Roblox games ever, and I never played it, but I do know what it is about. In this game, there are doors and monsters, a hotel with monsters. The goal of the game is to reach door 100 while surviving the monsters. So yeah, this is a very popular choice among the Redditors. Very good survival horror game. That could be a good survival horror movie. So yeah, craft it, do whatever, and then you just got yourself an iconic horror movie. Yeah, don't know what else to put here. Here's a picture of a cat with a Roman helmet. Alright, scenario time. How would you feel if you were fighting in the Napoleonic Wars? Pretty bad already, right? Let's add some salt to the wound, put some zombies in it. This is Guts and Black Powder, a game about old soldiers replacing the plants in this zombie game, which has the same setting as bots and muskets. Someone once said that nobody has ever thought of grenadiers, riflemen, cuirassiers, skirmishers, and muskets versus zombies. Perfect idea for a movie, but could go wrong. Zombie movies do good sometimes. This would be like a survival zombie movie. I don't know, I never played the game. Really popular choice among the Redditors though. Before we get to our number 1 spot, here are some honorable mentions. Okay, so we got SCP-3008. This is based off of the SCP, not the game itself, because you know the game is obviously based off of the SCP. Of course, it will be like a plot, like teenagers get trapped in IKEA or something like that and have to escape. Next up, we got Jim's computer. Could work as a short film, but if not, you have to extend it through imagination. If you don't know the story, Jim gets a new computer, and as time goes on, weird, spoopy stuff happens, and he eventually 360 no-scopes himself, aka on a lie. Get a snack at 3 AM games, so many of them, could easily make a cinematic universe out of it. Had a good story, but he could make it into a movie. I don't know, it's just could flop. Just be like a comedy movie or something. Steal a bank to get some beans. The plot of this game is, what do you expect with a title like that? My flop with said plot. And the last mention is the elevator, and this was gonna go be on the list, but it got dethroned by the normal elevator itself. And next up, we got Escape the Dungeon Obby. I literally had to go searching for something more genius than Guts and Black Powder, but hey, this video is not in a specific order, so it doesn't matter. So, we're finally at the number 1 spot, the top of the tier, the top of the list. But what could possibly be at the top of the top? The grand finale of this list? Well, I'm glad you asked, and it's none other than Combat Initiation Rocket Arena. I had doubts on putting this on the top tier, but once I played it, it's actually kind of fire. In this game, there are 4, or more depending on when you watch it, stages where you fight bosses and enemies. This game really reminds me of Team Fortress 2, another great game. This game is truly one of the greatest games of Roblox in 2024, and you cannot lie about that. I will highly recommend this game to anybody that plays Roblox, and this game has lore. The movie would just be like 2 or 6 dudes fighting these enemies and yada yada yada. I don't know, it's a movie, but you can't say that this footage I captured from the game ain't crazy, ain't fire. Though one of the characters might get the movie copyrighted, but hey, no copyright law in the universe is gonna stop me. So yeah, video's over, the yap session's over. Here is the full list, plus the honorable mentions. Honestly, I could make a part 2, or do other things that should be movies, but hey, who knows? What other games? What other source material that's on Roblox games should be movies? I literally made this video because the vast majority of Roblox games that are so good in that the lore and like the story itself is like so amazing. And the fact that people, whenever they pitch a Roblox movie, it's literally just the entirety of Roblox and not like one singular game usually. So yeah, that's good. Movie studios, take notes. And if this video gets 100 likes or more than 100 views and or both, I will make a fan-made trailer for one of these. If none of these get made within the next 4 to 6 years, I'll put matters in my own hands and direct one of these movies and put it in the theaters. Comment down below which Roblox games could be movies and should be movies and or your thoughts on this list. So yeah, that's it. I have no idea what to put here next, so peace. Until the next video, my dudes. This video took a long time to make. By the way, join my Discord.